Another inclusion in the latest update for Brizy Free and Pro is text gradient. Again, this is something that I use a lot, something that I'm very excited about, and I'll show you just a little bit how this can spice up your website in a very delicate manner. These things should never be applied in your face, in overabundance. It should be done very eloquently so that it adds more presence and more beauty to your site and be aesthetically pleasing. So let's stop that mumbo jumbo and let's have a look at what the text color gradient is all about. I'm going to apply a color gradient to my title flower shop up here. So what I'll do is I'll duplicate this block so that I don't ruin my original block, and you click on the text element, select colors, and now you will see up here you have the selector. If you click on it, you can apply gradient. When I click on it, it's going to apply the standard gradient. Let me just move it down a little bit so we can see the toolbar box better. And there we have gradient. Up here, you have the option to select the two colors you are working with. The one that you are currently working with has that little dot in the middle. So I'll leave this one on the color that we have set over here, and I'll click on the one that's currently green, and I'll set it to the color next to it. Do you see that slight variation? It looks really, really good. And also take into consideration that you can apply opacity. This looks really funky and really cool, and it can have a really good effect if your website warrants this kind of effect. One thing that I also want to show you is how you can give a little bit of depth. Currently, we are working with two different colors. But let's say we set this second gradient color to the same color. And you'll think, so what's the point? In this case, you're going to reduce the opacity just a little bit. And this is a very nice effect that we often use on things like buttons and icons to give it a little bit of dimension. The other thing I'll do is I'll go here to the degrees and I'll type in 180 degrees, which will give it from top down. Let me show you. I'll put this again on a color. Let's put this. You see now we have the dark one at the top and the light one at the bottom. If you want more of the dark color present, grab the slider here and drag it in like this. You see? And now you just apply that little color here at the bottom just very, very slightly. This is a very nice effect and something you can use sparingly to create a nice effect on your site. Again, if you want to, you grab that one and you reduce the opacity a little bit like this. The ideas, they just keep flowing. Hope this was a useful extension for you on the flower shop, something that you can use on any other shop, but especially something like flowers that you consider very delicate. This kind of gradient, fade out, transparent is a very delicate effect to apply.